Hello, the answer to the last podcast's question is Nahusha. Today's story is a two-part story. The sequel will be released next week. So let's start with today's story. The Daughter of Wishes. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati had once visited the Nandavana, or the most beautiful garden in the world. There they saw the Kalpavriksha. Yeah, the tree that gives wishes. Parvati felt lonely in Kailasha because her husband and both sons would always be engaged in work. She joined her hands and immediately prayed to the tree to grant her a daughter. At once, a beautiful baby girl lay near the roots of the tree. In a matter of seconds, she grew up into a beautiful young woman. They named her Ashoka Sundari. Parvati was delighted. On seeing her daughter, she could see at once her future and said that she would get married to a brave prince named Nahusha. One day, Ashoka Sundari, along with her friends, was roaming in the garden. A demon named Honda was enchanted by her beauty and he fell in love with her. First, he asked Ashoka Sundari to marry him. However, she politely rejected, saying that she would marry only the man who her mother had foreseen would marry her. Hunda argued that Nahusha still hadn't even taken birth, but Ashoka Sundari refused to even think of getting married to anyone else. Hunda was deeply hurt and angered. After all, he was the most powerful demon on earth. He returned to his home in the middle of the forest and started thinking of ways to make her accept him. He devised a plan to kidnap her. One day, Ashoka Sundari saw a woman sitting in the corner of the garden and crying her eyes out. She asked the woman what happened. She replied that her husband had just recently passed away and that there was nobody for her. She didn't feel like going back to her house as she felt very lonely. Ashoka Sundari felt sorry for her and offered that she would stay with the woman for some time. The woman led her into the depths of a forest and went inside a small hut. Ashoka Sundari started feeling suspicious. She noticed that the woman had disappeared and in her place stood drumroll Honda. He closed her mouth with his hands and tried to tie her onto a rock. However, she pushed him away and pulled out her sword, pointing it at him. Ashoka Sundari was furious. She cursed the demon that he would be killed by Nahusha. Meanwhile, in Pratisthana, Ayus had grown up and had got married to a princess named Indumati. They didn't have a child for a very long time and they performed hard penance. Finally, a son was born to them and they named him Nahusha. What will happen to Nahusha? Will he grow up and meet Ashoka Sundari? Will he kill Hunda or will Hunda somehow find a way to cheat his death? We will find out what happens in the next episode. Today's question is, what does Ashoka Sundari mean? Do leave your answers in the comment section and get a chance to be mentioned in the next episode. Until next time, this is me Vatsalya signing off. Bye!